So if you've done your homework and you tracked in MyFitnessPal what you ate for 7 days, so now you should have a number of calories that you consume, an average number. Now I'm going to explain what to do with that number and what we're going to do going forward to help lose some body fat. Let's use myself as an example. So on day one, weighed myself. 7 days later, I weighed myself. I weighed 90 kilos when I started. 7 days later, I weighed 90 kilos. I worked out my average to be 3,000 calories a day. So we can pretty much say that 3,000 calories is what I need to maintain the weight that I am. So logic would say if I ate more than that, I'm going to gain weight. If I ate less than that, I'm going to lose weight. That should make sense. I drop that 3,000 calories down to 1,500 calories, the weight's going to fly off me. Sounds great. Doesn't work like that in reality. If I drop that down too much, then what I will be eating is so far removed from what I'm currently eating, there's no way I'll be able to maintain it. I wouldn't get enough fuel in my body to maintain my muscle, so I'll be losing muscle, I'll be losing fat as well, but I'll be losing muscle. I'd be really hungry because I'm not eating anywhere near what I'm used to be eating, and what will happen is my diet will fail and I'll end up eating more than that. I'll gain all the weight I've lost. That probably sounds familiar to a lot of people who go on diets. To start with, I'm not even going to suggest that you go anything lower than 3,000 calories. I want you now to stick for the next 7 days, stick to the average that you worked out last week. So you can eat exactly the same amount of food. However, I'm gonna throw in another number for you. The next number we're going to look at is the number of protein that I want you to eat. Protein is great for building muscle, especially when it comes to burning fat. The more muscle you've got, the more muscle that you've got, the better your body is at burning fat. Muscle needs fuel to be there. The more muscle you've got, the more fat that you burn. Muscle gives your body its shape. If we go too low on the protein, your body's going to start burning muscle. Protein itself also, it fills you up. So the more protein you've got, within reason, the fuller you're going to feel, which makes it easier when you're going in a deficit on a fat loss. So how are we going to work out how much protein? Right. Your weight in kilos, again, we're going to keep it simple. This isn't the most accurate way and it might not be the best for everybody, but like I said on the previous video, I want you to keep it simple to start with. So whatever you weigh in kilos, times by 2 and turn it into grams. So I weigh 90, times by 2, 180 grams. That might be a little bit too much for some people, but it's a starting point. It's a starting point. So this coming week, we want to look at 2 figures. Still tracking what you're eating, but I want you to try and hit your protein target, which is your body weight times 2, put it in grams. So for me, 180. So this week, I'm aiming to hit 3,000 calories on a day. With 180, I'm aiming to hit 3,000 calories per day. 180 grams of that are protein. MyFitnessPal works out for you. It's at the bottom of the chart. It'll tell you how many grams of protein you had. You may not lose any weight this week because you're actually still hitting the same calorie target as you were last week, which maintains your weight. The reason we're doing that is to ease you in to tracking your food and getting some consistency in tracking it. And then over the next video, the next week, we're going to slowly reduce the amount of that you're eating. Deviate too far from what you're currently eating, it's too hard, it's not sustainable, and you're liable to just swing and bounce back off.